Turkey provides urgent food aid to internally displaced Afghans. The Turkish Red Crescent delivered 33 tons of food aid at a ceremony in the capital of Kabul to supply nourishment to an estimated 16,000 people for a month. At the handover, the Turkish ambassador to Afghanistan, His Excellency Jihad Erginay, stated, "Turkish Red Crescent and other Turkish agencies will continue to help the people of Afghanistan. This is our humanitarian duty." Turkey hosts the largest refugee population in the world, with almost 4 million individuals, including 300,000 Afghans. Since 2018, Turkey has provided approximately $250,000 to Afghans who have returned to Afghanistan to start their own businesses. Turkey is a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion recipient and a laureate of 5 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, a Shining World Leadership Award for Protection, and a Shining World Leadership Award for Good Governance. Our heartfelt gratitude, Turkey, for your amazing generosity and care towards refugees. May all the Afghan people live in safety, peace, and abundance in Allah's infinite grace.
United Nations or UN-backed report warns climate change causing sharp declines in coral reefs. In a study entitled Status of Coral Reefs of the World 2020, scientists estimate that between 2009 and 2018, 14% of corals worldwide have perished, primarily due to recurring large-scale bleaching events. Amid relentless stress from elevated sea surface temperatures, these in turn are caused by climate change, ocean acidification, land-based pollution from agriculture, marine pollution, and overfishing. As a consequence, reef algae have increased by 20%, which in turn threatens the recoverability of corals and the marine life they support. Alarmingly, the publication warns that a 2 degrees Celsius increase in water temperatures within this century could lead to an almost total loss of coral reefs, which would be catastrophic as they are home to at least a quarter of all marine life. The study is produced by the Global Coral Reef Monitoring Network, or GCRMN, and funded by the UN Environment Program, or UNEP. Many thanks for the valuable report, GCRMN, UNEP, and all parties involved. May humanity urgently remedy the climate crisis by shifting to compassionate living in God's eternal light.
No to vegan. Only people with real compassion choose it.
Large study by United States researchers confirms masks reduce COVID-19 infections. Researchers from Yale University, Stanford Medical School, the University of California, Berkeley, and the nonprofit Innovations for Poverty Action recently conducted a study on the effectiveness of face mask wearing in Bangladesh with 340,000 adults from 600 rural communities divided into 2 groups. One group was provided free masks, encouragement to wear them, and relevant COVID prevention information. Furthermore, local leaders set a mask-wearing example. Within this group, 42% of the people wore their masks compared to only 13% of those in the control group. A significant reduction in the number of cases of COVID-19 was observed in the group receiving free masks, particularly in people over 60 years old where mask wearing prevented 1 in 3 symptomatic infections. Thank you, United States researchers, for this important study. In the love of heaven, may all people take every precaution possible, including the vegan diet, to ensure an end to the pandemic.
5-nation biosphere reserve declared in Europe. A biosphere reserve, dubbed the Amazon of Europe, has been announced by UNESCO and covers the Danube, Mura, and Drava rivers and almost 1 million hectares of land surrounding them. The 700 kilometers of rivers run through Slovenia, Hungary, Austria, Croatia, and Serbia and host enormous amounts of biodiversity, including Europe's highest numbers of people from the otter, beaver, white-tailed eagle, and critically endangered sturgeon kingdoms. The Biosphere Reserve is also a stopover area for 250,000 migrating bird people every year. In addition, the reserve supports the livelihoods of 900,000 human individuals. Wonderful news, Slovenia, Hungary, Austria, Croatia, Serbia, and UNESCO for your joint efforts to recognize and protect the beautiful Danube, Mura, and Drava river ecosystems and the land around them. In divine magnificence, may your noble actions help to provide comfort to the millions of beings who depend on these majestic waterways.
Inventive teacher conducts classes outdoors to educate children during COVID lockdowns in India. Deep Narayan Nayak, 34, a teacher in a rural village in West Bengal, wanted students to keep learning despite the closure of the village's only school during the nation's lockdown. Affectionately called the teacher of the streets, Mr. Nayak painted the outside walls of houses to use them as blackboards. For over a year, he has instructed about 60 students in almost all subjects, including nursery rhymes, as well as the benefits of masks and hand washing. He's also shown them how to use laptops, microscopes, and other search tools. Bravo and cheers for your commitment to school children, Deep Narayan Nayak. God bless you and all those you teach. In the sublime support of heaven, may all youth receive the love and education they need to develop their full potential, thus benefiting our world.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gratefully present the Shining World Education Award to Deep Narayan Nayak, plus a living gift of $10,000 for any extra needs for teacher and or students that might occur from this special situation. With so much love and appreciation for your dedicated work, wishing you and the children God's love and blessing, as well as a bright future for your students by God's grace.
Ongoing vegan food product releases cause increasing demand for Canadian peas. Due to the ever-expanding number of new vegan items coming into the market, the demand for peas from Canada continues to grow. Since 2018, the amount of peas produced by the nation, a leading global producer of the crop, has increased by 30% and is expected to continue its rise in popularity into the future as more companies offer vegan products. For example, Canadian meal kit firm Chef's Plate has recently partnered with Meatless Farms, which uses peas grown in Western Canada to produce its plant-based protein items. Around 2.3 million people in Canada are vegetarian and 850,000 are vegan. Way to go, Canada, on your expanding pea crops and contribution to the global vegan food industry. In the elevating grace of the Providence, may your benevolent people continue their transition to a plant-based diet as we heal the world through compassionate food choices.
Loving dog gentlemen honored for their immense service. Rescue dog person Bear was recently celebrated by the International Fund for Animal Welfare, a Shining World Compassion Award recipient for helping to save 100 plus koala people during the 2019 to 2020 Australian bushfires. A ceremony was held at the House of Lords in the United Kingdom, and the award was presented to the canine gentleman via video chat. Bear is a 6-year-old Australian coolie person who is specially trained to find koala people by their scent and then quietly lie on the ground to avoid disturbing them until humans arrive. In January 2020, Supreme Master Ching Hai presented Bear with the Shining World Hero Award plus $2,000 for vegan goodies. The Animal of the Year award went to Jasper, a 6-year-old cockapoo person, for his amazing support to the more than 9,000 frontline National Health Service staff in the United Kingdom during the pandemic. Congratulations, Bear and Jasper, on your well-deserved awards, along with our earnest appreciation for your loving hearts and altruistic spirit. In the compassion of heaven, may we all recognize the immense contributions of our animal people friends as we transition into a new era of peace and love.